Hi, and welcome to Old School Sports Parenting. My name is Mike Brusco. I'm a former college athlete, public school teacher, coach of various sports at various levels, and parent of 3 former student athletes, 2 daughters, and 1 son. I'm going to forego from now on the rest of the bio information. You can check out the first video on my channel, which is Welcome to Old School Sports Parenting, and you'll get a little bit more information about my background. Today I'm going to start a 4-part, this is the first of a 4-part video series on a subject very near and dear to sports parents, and that is the college recruiting process. I'm going to cover in this series, I'm going to cover topics like what to expect from the process, what not to expect from the process, how to get your student noticed the correct way by college recruiters, and the role of game films, and even the role of your high school coach in the process. Before we go any further, quick caveat. My experience in recruiting is with football scholarships. My son did play football scholarship on a football scholarship in Division I level. He also coached at a non-scholarship Division III school. But with that said, I'm pretty confident that the process is very similar with really all sports, at least all of the major ones. So anyway, back to the topic at hand. Sports parents today are almost fixated on 2 very common myths, and I'm going to debunk those myths today. The first myth is that a scholarship offer is the only acceptable result of the recruiting process. And the second is that because your kid is getting a lot of interest from college recruiters, that's pretty much a guarantee they're going to get a scholarship offer. The truth is, all those cards and letters and invitations to come visit prove only that your child is one of several hundred or even several thousand that have caught the attention of that school's sports staff, recruiting staff. Just to give you an example, a scholarship football program at the Division I level might offer somewhere between 20 and 40 full scholarships a year to a recruiting class that starts with sometimes thousands of kids and can even grow larger before it gradually shrinks down. So it's really a numbers game, certainly in the major sports especially. The good news is, again, the recruiting process can be very successful without ending in a full scholarship. For example, it can end in an admissions offer to a very prestigious school that your son or daughter may never have gotten into. It can also result in a partial scholarship offer, especially at the Division II level. You'll see this a lot. It could also result in a walk-on opportunity, or what's called a gray shirt opportunity, and we can get into the details of all those. It's available online. It's easy enough for you guys to look that stuff up. But anyway, those are all still benefits. So let's drill down a little bit into this recruiting process and try to get a better handle on how to navigate it and how to help your son or daughter fulfill their college dreams, their athletic and academic college dreams. Step 1 is to understand that the recruiting process is a sales game. College recruiters, sports recruiters are trying to sell their program, their school, to the student athletes, and the student athletes are trying to sell themselves to college recruiters and to the schools. For the process to be successful for both parties, they have to be realistic about who their possible customers are. For example, a Division III football school that does not offer scholarships, and they don't. That's at the Division III level. They don't offer athletic scholarships at all. That type of school is not going to target football players who are clearly scholarship level material, even partial scholarship or full scholarship. They're going to look at players who are a little below that level, who still have demonstrated an ability to perform above average on the field, and still have good grades and good ACT or SAT scores, but they're not necessarily scholarship level players. Sometimes just a size or speed thing. Sometimes it's overall ability. On the other hand, let's look from the player's standpoint. You know, a 5'9" 165-pound running back who gained 600 yards on 150 carries in his high school career, should probably not set his sights on a full scholarship offer from an SEC school or a Big Ten school. If he's smart, he'll target schools at a little bit lower level. Those kind of schools obviously don't offer full scholarship programs, but they can get pretty creative with their admissions policies and their financial aid packages, by the way. You may not get a scholarship, but maybe he's particularly strong in Spanish or whatever, and the school can come up with some financial aid money on the academic side. The kid's willingness and ability to play football will for sure elevate him above lots of other candidates. And that's obviously especially true if the football coach sees his game film and is impressed by it. But let's say that running back is a real blue chip candidate. Obviously, getting tons of interest from very high level schools, cards and letters, and come see our school play basketball against these guys or against football these guys, and of course that kid's parents are all out telling all their friends of the scholarship offers their kid is getting. As football analyst Lee Corso would say, not so fast, my friend. Before you wallpaper your bathroom with that school's logos, make sure what your kid is getting is an actual scholarship offer and not just an expression of interest or admiration. A scholarship offer sounds like this. We'd like to offer Caitlin a full scholarship to come play soccer here at Kickham University. And by the way, contrary to popular belief, a verbal offer is an offer. It doesn't have to be in writing. My son's written offer, I don't think, came until the very end, long after he had accepted, and they'd gone through a lot of other procedures. But anyway, an expression of interest, by contrast, sounds like this. We really like your son. He's one of our top recruits. Many a sports parent has heard that line, assumed it was a scholarship offer, and when that offer didn't materialize, they thought the school was being dishonest. If you're not sure whether your son or daughter got a scholarship offer, ask, are you offering Caitlin a full scholarship to play soccer at Kickham University? Any answer but yes is no, or at least not at this time. Yes means yes, we are. No, or not quite yet, but she's very high on our list. Keep your options open. All of those offers or promotional things are really, I like to think of them like credit card offers. You get them in the mail all the time, or even loans offers to refinance your mortgage or whatever, and you get them all the time. They're designed to get your interest. Sorry for the pun, but if they really want your business, you have to apply, and they have to do a full evaluation on you. And after that whole process is done, then you may or may not get approved for the loan or for the credit card or whatever. It's kind of the same thing with the scholarship offer. So I hope this is helpful so far. In the next video, we're going to take a look at the role of your child's grades, game films or highlight films that you send, and also your child's high school coach, him or herself, the role that all those things play in the scholarship, in the recruiting process. So till then, please remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and comment in the comments section, or you can email me privately at oldschoolsportsparenting@gmail.com. oldschoolsportsparenting@gmail.com. Thanks, and I'll see you at the next video.